Have you ever felt the need for prayer? A little church service was interrupted in the South because there's a little boy that was acting up in the middle of the service. Now, mom and dad, they didn't play. The boy refused to listen to the instructions of the father as he told him one time after another, "Boy, behave yourself." Child was still going on and on and on and disrupting everything, and he was just going wild and kicking the pews and all sorts of stuff. And then eventually the father couldn't take it anymore, so the father came up and grabbed the child, held him by his hand, and said, "Son, we're going to go outside, and we're going to talk about this." As he began to pull the son down the center aisle, obviously he's resisting because he knows what's coming. Discipline back in those days was different than how it is today. And as they went down the center aisle, hand in hand, father holding son, and they finally get to the back door, the door was swung open, and the father began talking to the child very sternly. And things began to get more awkward as the congregation, with expectation, knew what was coming, and everybody had their heads down or trying to hide their awkwardness and their sadness, when finally the boy shouted out from the back, "Y'all pray for me now." And then the church burst out in laughter, and the father laughed as well. Have you ever felt the need for prayer? Perhaps not in a similar situation like this young man, but we might have said it in one way or another. "Y'all pray for me now." There are times when we need the prayers of those we love, like the hymn writer puts it. There are many times where I have felt that if it wasn't for the prayers of others, I would not be where I am today. And so as I begin this sermon, I have the same plea like that little boy had. Y'all pray for me now.